I was raised in a Christian home where faith was considered to be very, very relevant to life. It was considered to be important. My family attended church regularly and were very involved in the life of the church. My best friends were in the church. So my growing up years, during that time, I had this significant exposure to God and faith and church and to teaching from the Bible and spiritual things. And this was a good thing in my life. I look back on this as very good and positive. But when I went away to college, the environment is different, and there's all these new people, and I was on my own in sort of a whole new way, and I began to think about my upbringing and this faith that I was raised in, and this thought occurred to me during those college years. I thought, do I really believe this? Yeah, I was raised to believe this, but is this real, this Christian faith? Is this true for me? Is this faith something that has sort of like been taught to me my whole life and instilled in me from the time I was young in such a way that it's like almost like a brainwashing? Or is this something that I really hold to be true? And so during this period of time, I did something. It probably it sounds a little strange to say it this way, but in my mind, in my own mind, this is what I did. I gave myself permission to let go of it all. In other words, I said to myself, I said to me, look, if you don't honestly believe this, you don't have to live this way. Yeah, I knew some folks would be disappointed if that were the case, but I also knew you shouldn't live a lie. Don't do that. And so again, I told myself, you can abandon God and faith and all of these things if you don't genuinely believe it. And so I sort of lived with this permission, the tension of this permission for, I don't remember for sure, I think it was maybe a few days or so, thinking about it, wrestling with these thoughts. Primarily, what do I really believe? And I discovered something in that process. I discovered something about me. I discovered something about what I really believe. Because I could say it this way. Now, I know this is a double negative, but I'll say it this way anyhow. I can't not believe in God. Here, I'll say it without the double I'll say it without the double negative. I cannot reject God. In my heart of hearts, I believe there's a God. I just do. I believe that's the reality of the world. That's the reality of the universe. That's the reality of our existence. We were created by God. There is a God who exists. I believe that's true. And I bring this up because it's just one story from one guy's life, but it's a story that serves as a reminder for me that other people cannot choose this for us. Other people can't force us to believe something if we don't genuinely believe it. Put it this way, authentic belief is firsthand and personal. Authentic Christian faith is firsthand and personal.